Hello everyone, this side Manisha Mishra, Assistant Professor in Mathematics, Applied Science Department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. This college is affiliated to Mahasiddhanand University, Rohtak. Our topic is scalar and vector line integral, right? And scalar and vector line integral, right? So first thing, what is line integral? Right. So line integral means in line integral I will discuss uh, dot product, cross product, del operator, gradient, divergence, curl, divergence of curl, and line integral. Right. So first thing, product of two vectors. Suppose we have two vectors, a vector and b vector. Right. Vector quantity means if directions are given, that means these will be our vector quantities. So there are two types of a product. First one is scalar product and second one vector product. Scalar means directions are not given there, and in vector product directions also be given there with unit normal vector. So there are written as a vector dot b vector and a vector cross b vector, right? So this dot is the product is called dot product, and cross means product is called cross product, right? So first one is scalar or dot product. So the scalar or dot product of the two vectors a vector and b vector is defined to be a vector dot b vector is equal to positive value of a vector, that means modulus value a vector into modulus value of b vector into cos theta, right? This is also the formula of your angle between two vectors. That means you will calculate cos theta from here. So your cos theta will be a vector dot b vector divided by modulus value of a vector into modulus value of b vector, right? This is also the formula of your angle between two vectors. Theta is the angle between a vector and b vector, and this is your note. This is very important, that a vector dot b vector always equal to b vector dot a vector, right? Both quantities are equal here. Now if IJK are the directions in X, Y, Z, means I direction is in X axis, Y in J in Y axis, K in your Z axis. So I dot I product is 1, J dot product is 1, K dot K is 1, I dot J0, I dot K0, J dot K0. That means if the dot product is going with respect to the same cosines, same direction, that will give ones, but in other direction that will give 0, right? And just we will use these results in our next examples or questions, right? Now work done. Next topic is work done as a scalar product. So if a constant force F acting on a particle displaces it from A to B, that means this is your A and B, and there is a force here, and this force is acting on a particle. Work done is equal to component of F along AB and this displacement, right? If you are applying a force on AB, so your work done will be component of F vector along the force and along AB and your displacement, right? So F cos theta into AB, and F cos theta you can write it F vector dot AB, right? Your dot product is a vector dot b vector is equal to ab cos theta, so you can write it a vector dot b vector cos theta, so f vector dot ab. So your work done is force dot displacement, right? Now vector product or cross product, second point is cross product. So the vector or cross product of two vectors A vector and B vector is defined to be a vector such that A vector cross B vector is equal to modulus value of A vector into B vector into sine theta into n cap, where n cap is your unit normal vector. So there are also result here. I, J, K are three mutually perpendicular unit vectors. Then I cross I is equal to J cross J is equal to K cross K. That means cross product of same directions R is equal to R is equal to 0. That means these values always give 0. But in other directions, it will give I cross J is equal to K, minus J cross I is equal to K cap, J cross K is equal to I cap, right? And K cross I is equal to J cap. And J cross I, you can write it minus I cross J cap. K cross J, you can write minus J cap into K cap. I vector I cap into K cap, you can write it minus K cap into I cap, right? So these are the directions cosines. Now, next one, vector product means then vector product in determinant form, right? So vector product in determinant form is if a vector and a and vector and b vector are a1i plus b2j plus a3k, and b vector is given b1i b2j plus b3k. So cross product you can calculate by your determinant method. So ijk will be your first row, second row a vector, then that means a1 a2 a3. So third row b1 b2 b3, that means b vector, right? And this is your 3 by 3 cross order matrix determinant. So just calculate. So this will be I and a2 b3 minus b2 a3 minus j cap a1 b3 minus b1 a3 and k cap a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So this is your cross product formula. Now, next is vector function. So, vector function means if vector r is a function of a scalar variable t, that means vector function means there will be one vector and another scalar. You need two things, means first one a vector quantity and second thing will be your scalar quantity, right? So if a vector r is a function of a scalar and vector is always a function of a scalar, so we can make a vector function. If a particle is moving along a curved path, then the position vector r vector of the particle is a function of t. If the component of ft along x-axis, y-axis, z-axis are f1t, f2t, f3t respectively, then your vector function f vector t is equal to f1t I plus f2t j cap and f3t k cap, right? So this is your vector function quantities, right? Now, next topic is vector differential operator. So it is denoted by del operator. So what is del operator? The vector differential operator del is denoted by this sign, right? This sign is called upper triangle sign. It is defined as del is equal to I del upon del x plus j del upon del y plus k del upon del z, right? This operator is called del operator, and the value of this operator is I del upon del x, j del upon del y, k del upon del z, right? Now, gradient of a scalar function. So gradient, if phi x y z be a scalar function, then I del phi upon del x plus j del phi upon del y plus k del phi upon del z is called the gradient of the scalar function phi and is denoted by grade phi. And you will write grade phi is equal to this one, and grade phi I del upon del x plus j del upon del y plus k del upon del z phi x y z or grade phi you can write del phi. So gradient always calculated from the scalar function, and divergence always be calculated from the vector function, right? These are the difference between this operator. This is called del operator, but this del operator is only applicable on scalar function, and divergence only is applicable for vector quantity, right? So just remember these 2 points: gradient only for the scalar function, divergence only for the vector quantity. Now, divergence of a vector function. So the divergence of a vector point function f vector is denoted by divergence of f vector. Here you can see that gradient of a scalar function, right? And here divergence of a vector function. So, and gradient always gives a vector quantity, and divergence always gives a scalar quantity. After applying both of the functions, and you will get gradient um, from the gradient vector quantity, and from the divergence a scalar quantity. So the divergence of a vector point function f vector is denoted by divergence of f vector, and is defined as below. Suppose you have a vector function f vector is equal to f1i, f2j, f3k, and then you will calculate divergence of f vector. So it will be del dot f vector. Here there is a dot product, but in gradient there is no dot product here, right? So I del upon del x plus j del upon del y plus k del upon del k dot f1i, f2j, f3k, right? Now dot product, so I told you I dot I is 1, so del upon del x into f1 plus j dot j 1, so del upon del y into f2, k dot k 1, so del upon del z f3, right? And I dot j, it gives 0, I dot k also 0, j dot k also 0, j dot k dot I also 0, k dot j also 0. So all will be 0, only I dot I quantity will be here, j dot j coefficient will be here, and k dot k coefficient will be here, right? So this is your divergence of f vector, and this is a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity, right? Now, next topic is curl. So, what is curl? The curl of a vector point function, curl is also applicable only for the vector quantity. So, function f vector is defined as below. So, curl of f vector is equal to del cross product. It is a cross product. Curl means always cross product. So, I del upon del x plus j del upon del y plus k del upon del z cross this function. So just this is the determinant form. So just calculate by the determinant form. So your curl formula is this one, right? This is your curl of a vector function. Now there is an example here. Find the divergence and curl of v vector at 2 minus 1 1. So we have our vector is v vector is equal to this one. Now divergence of v vector means del dot v, so I del upon del x plus j del upon del y plus k del upon del z. Dot v vector means this one, so del upon del x xyz plus del upon del y this function plus del upon del z this one. So with respect partial derivative with respect to x, so only yz will be here. With respect to y, so 3x square, and with respect to z, so 2xz minus y square. Now at point 2 minus 1 1, so write the value of xyz here. So your final answer is 14, right? So divergence of v vector is equal to 14. Now curl of v vector. So curl of v vector is equal to I j k del upon del x plus del upon del y plus del upon del z, and x y z value is your coefficient of I, coefficient of j, and coefficient of k. So just find 3 by 3 order matrix determinant. So del upon del y x z square minus y square z minus del upon del z 3x square y minus j cap. So del upon del x, x z square minus y square z minus del upon del z, x y z plus k cap, this value minus this one. Now, differentiating partially with respect to y, with respect to z, with respect to x. So you will get your final line minus 2yz iota plus xy minus z square j cap plus 6y minus xz k cap. Right? Now at point 2 minus 1, 1. So just write all these values. So your final answer is 2 pi 2I minus 3j and minus 14k. So this is your final answer, right? You can see that. Now, next one is topic is line integral. So in your syllabus, line integral and the surface integral. Surface integral I will discuss in our next videos. And today till line integral I will discuss. And there is an exercise here, so you will solve the all the questions related to line integral and related to work done, right? And have any doubt, then ask me. So line integral, this is also work done, right? Single integration. Line integral means single integration, surface means double integration, and volume means triple integration. So line integral, let f vector xyz be a vector function and the curve AB. So this is your curve AB, right? And this is your force. Line integral of a vector function f vector along the curve AB is defined as integral of the component of f vector along the tangent to the curve AB, right? So this is your tangent T, and the tangent T means if you if y is equal to mx, so dy by dx is equal to m is your tangent, m is equal to tan theta or tangent, right? So here tangent is dr upon ds, right? So defined as integral of the component of f vector along the tangent to the curve AB. So line integral is equal to integration C f vector dot tangent into ds. That means f vector dot dr upon ds into ds. So final answer is f vector dot dr. So this is your line integral, and this is also your force work done formula, right? So work is equal to, if f vector represent the variable force acting on a particle along arc AB, then work done is equal to integration A to B f vector dot dr, right? This is your work done. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. There is an example here and that page is missing. So, okay, let's see this example. A vector field is given by f vector is equal to 2y plus 3j, right? 2y plus 3 iota plus xz k xzj plus yz minus x k. Evaluate f vector dot dr vector along the path x is equal to 2t and y is equal to t, right? So and z is equal to t cube, from t is equal to 0 to 0 to t is equal to 1 here, right? So you can see that f vector is given here, and we need to calculate our line integral formula. So we know that our line integral formula is f vector dot dr vector. Now x is given 2t's, right? So first r vector is we have r vector is equal to xi plus yj plus zk. If ij ki three directions are given, then our r vector will be xi plus yj plus zk. So now calculate dr vector. So your dr vector will be dxi plus dyj plus dz cap. Now f vector dot dr vector we need to calculate. So your f vector dot dr vector is 2y plus 3 dot dx plus xz dy plus yz minus x. Right? Now x is equal to 2t is given. So dx will be 2 dt. Y is equal to t is given. So dy will be dy is equal to dt. Z is equal to t cube. So dz is equal to 3t square into dt. Right? Now put all these value here. So you can see that line integral means all the variable always in the form of one variable. So there are three variables x, y, z here. So x, y, z is converting into a fourth new variable t here. So y is equal to, just write all these value here, x, y, z, dx, dy, dz, right? And you will get this line and this integral. So just integrate with respect to t. Just integrate with respect to t. So you will get 7.32857 here. Right? So this is your final answer. That means x, y, z are three variables here. So you will convert all these variable into a new variable t, and because there is a line integral here, so only one integral will be on one variable. So just convert all these variable into a new variable. Right? Now, okay. Now this example is missing here because okay. So give me a minute. Okay, just watch, see this example. If a force F vector is equal to 2x square yi plus 3xyj, so displace a particle in the xy plane from 0, 0 to 1, 4 along a curve y is equal to 4x square. So find the work done. So curve is given y is equal to 4x square. And we know that r vector is equal to xi plus yj. So your dr vector will be dxi plus dyj, right? So w is equal to work done. So f vector dot dr vector. Now 2x square yi plus 3xyj dot this one. So dot product is 2x square y dx plus 3xy dy. And curve is given y is equal to 4x square. So you need to calculate dy from here, and you will put dy value and y value in work done, because we need a whole integration in one variable. Right? So 0 to 1, 8x is to the power 4 dx plus this one. That means all whole integration is in the one variable x here. Just integrating with respect to x, then this is your final answer. Suppose if curve is given, whatever is given, so you need to convert your whole integration into a one variable, because this is a line integral and limit is given, x is here, so 0 to 1, right? Now there is another one example here. Evaluate f vector or dr vector, where f vector is equal to this one and c is the boundary of the square in the plane z is equal to 0 and bounded by the line x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to a and y is equal to a, right? To solve this line integral, this one, this is your formula. Formula means figure. That means line are given, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 on x-axis, x is equal to 0 on y-axis, and x is equal to a line parallel to y-axis, y is equal to a line parallel to x-axis. So this is our like rectangle, square. Now total integration of this area region is, covering area is OA, that means line is covering the region OA, and the line AB and the line BC and CO. So this is the total work done, total line integration. So you will divide total into 4 parts: OA, AB, BC, CO. Now, first in r vector is we know that xi plus yj, dr vector we know that dxi plus dyj. Now, along the line OA, so you can see that along the line OA, your y value is 0, right? So your dy value also 0. If y 0, then dy also 0. So your f vector dot dr vector will be x square dx plus 0. Now OA, so limit of x is given here 0, 0, here a 0, because this is a line x is equal to a, so point a will be here. Now limit 0 to a, x square dx, so answer is a cube by 3. Now along the line AB, so AB line means x is equal to a line, so dx will be 0. So 0 to a, x square dx plus x by dy, so dx is 0, x by dy, x is a. Now integrating with respect to y, so a cube by 2. Now along the line BC, so BC line means y is equal to a line, so dy 0. So your answer is x cube by 3, so minus a cube by 3. Now along the line CO, so x 0, CO means y axis, so on y axis x 0, so dx 0, so whole integration will be 0. So your total answer is a cube upon 3 plus a cube upon 3 minus a cube upon 3 plus 0. So your total answer is a cube by 2. This is your final answer. Now this is your exercise. So solve these questions and have any doubt, then ask me, right? And surface integral, our next topic. So I will share this topic in our next videos, right? So thank you.